Hey, JaggerBallManTraining.com. I want to talk real quick about a post I put up today, basically questioning why do you need to lift a certain amount of weight? Why do you need to be able to do 10 pull-ups, 20 pull-ups? Why? Are you joining the military, police academy? Are you playing a sport? Are you a martial artist? Are you an MMA fighter, a boxer? Just curious, because most people go to the gym, it's for nothing more than to push weights. And I did this just like everybody else did. I'm older, going to be 58 years old. I started lifting when lifting wasn't huge, but it started getting big in the mid 80s, late 80s. We were almost, if you think about it, when it started. So of course we were into it big time. Anyhow, I lifted as much as I could for as long as I could, strong, loved it. It was great fun. I also worked blue collar work my whole life. I started working at a trucking company when I was 18 years old on the dock, where you load and unload trailer loads of freight. And in that time, from 18 to how old I am now, that's 40 years. In that time, I've been around, I'd have to say more than 1,000 men, maybe more, throughout that time. And when we would have feats of strength on the dock, which was regular, all men competed. Okay, guys that lifted weights, guys that didn't lift weights. And I'm going to tell you, everybody was strong in their own right. Okay, there was guys that could lift shit that didn't look like they could lift shit. I knew guys that looked like they couldn't throw a punch and hit hard. It's a different type of strength. So when people tell me that if they're outside and they have to move something, and if they didn't lift the 500 or weren't deadlift 500 pounds in the gym, they wouldn't have been able to do that. I say bullshit on it because I've seen it. And I don't think people can understand it if they haven't been around it their whole lives. I have. Okay, I've been around people that go to the gym and people that don't go to the gym and in the blue collar world. So I've seen it on all ends. Okay, and I'm telling you, there's a big difference. Now, I will say that if that's your thing, continue on. If that makes you feel good, continue on. I did all I wanted to do once I figured out where I wanted to go. Now, when I stopped lifting, I lost like 85 pounds because all I wanted to do when I started lifting, I was 12, got out of high school, I put a ton of weight on, and I kept it on for a while. At my heaviest, I was 240 pounds, and then I dropped 85 pounds in like 5 months, 6 months, and I've kept it off since. In that time, I went into crazy body weight exercises. So I was buying books, studying, I was doing all kinds of stuff. And I gotta remember, this was all before the internet. And I was reading everything on Navy SEALs, Rangers, you name it, I was reading them. Fighters, boxers. I wanted to do everybody's workout. There was a book in there I bought. It was a Navy SEAL book, written by a Navy SEAL. Pretty thick book, still have it. And he talks about some of the workout programs in there and how every Friday they were made to do one set of 100 8-count bodybuilders. And at the time I wasn't familiar with them. I knew what burpees were, but not 8-count bodybuilders. I'm like, how hard can they be? First time I did it, I wanted to do 50. I wound up doing 60 and they were hard. They were fucking hard because I never did them before. So then I started doing every Friday 100 8-count bodybuilders before I went to work, which is something I did. And I did tons of other exercises. I'd work out at work, I'd work out after work, I'd work out before work. I worked out whenever I could work out. I was a fucking lunatic. Then, after years of doing that, I wanted to try to do 1,000 8-count bodybuilders at one time, so just one workout. So I did it. I'd done them before. I did them for an hour and stuff like that. I think I was around 500, 600. I'd have to look it back up. But that's still a lot, if you think about it. So then I figured I'm going to do 1,000. I heard somebody did 1,000, Navy SEAL. So I went and I did it. Took me 2 hours and 20 minutes to do 1,000 8-count bodybuilders. I felt good. I'm like, fuck yeah. Called my buddy, very capable guy, older, martial artist, works out, he's older than me. And I said to him, yo dude, I just did 1,000 8-count bodybuilders in 2 hours and 20 minutes. His only question to me was, why? My answer was, I don't know. Why did I? After that, I didn't make any money. I wasn't any better off for doing it. My life didn't change. I felt cool that I did it, but now it's been years, and just like buying a new car. You buy a new car, it's great for a little bit, then it's just like a fucking car. You know, it's not that big of a deal anymore. Well, that's what it was. So when he asked me why, I started asking myself questions. To this point, I was training all the time. Why? I could have done just as well doing a lot less and still been in great shape without ripping my body apart, wasting the time, just doing shit that was not necessary in my life. Okay? And it wasn't. There's nothing 1,008 count bodybuilders did for me to improve my life inside the gym or outside the gym. It just did not. Okay? I've always been a physical dude ever since I was a high school kid. I was in school when they had the Presidential Physical Fitness Awards. Me and my brother always got the certificate and the patch. Made my mom sew them on my jacket because it was cool. At least I thought it was cool. It was something that I enjoyed. So this is not something new to me. And if I listen to other guys over the years, laborers and other guys who lift the weights, I may be better off than I am now. I just put this question out to people before you go and do it. Why are you doing it? You can do a lot of things to get in great shape without doing stupid shit, doing stupid extended workouts. You know what I seen the other day? It was a video. I was watching David Goggins run. It's called the Bigfoot 200. Now, they always make it a point that David Goggins is doing this run. He has no cartilage in his knees left. Why the fuck is he running it then? It's just so everybody can say to him, oh, he's a beast. He's a savage. He ran it with no cartilage in his knees. Okay, he didn't win. 3 women, I'm not sure where he came in, but I know 3 women placed ahead of him. So, not taking anything away from Goggins, but this is what I'm getting at with why did he run the Bigfoot 200 with no cartilage in his knees? The only thing I can think is he doesn't have any grandchildren, doesn't expect to have any grandchildren. I like the fact now that I can run football drills with my grandson. I mean, he's only 10, but still. I want to be able to do those things for quite a while. So, in order to do that, I have to change some things, and I have to train differently. So, I'm just saying, you do what you do. You do what you want to do. I'm just asking, why do you have to? That's all. Later.